The first thing you need to do is add 1 cup of water and 1 stick of butter, which is the equivalent to a half a cup, and put that into a heavy bottom saucepan. You're going to let this come to a rolling boil over medium-high heat, which is going to take about 3 to 5 minutes. Butter has been completely melted and we are at a rolling boil in the pot. I'm going to turn off the heat. I'm just going to leave it here and add 1 cup of regular all-purpose flour to this. And now I'm going to stir it in until there's no more lumps left. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now this is the important part. I'm going to start adding my eggs, but I'm only going to add them 1 at a time. And then you quickly stir this in until it's fully mixed and incorporated. And then we're going to add the next egg. You're going to do this 4 times for each of the eggs. Your arm is going to get really tired with all this mixing, but it's definitely worth it in the end. So there we have it. All the eggs have been incorporated. So here is our finished dough. What you're going to do is you're going to drop it by rounded tablespoons onto an ungreased cookie sheet. And you can make these miniature sizes or you can make them larger. If you make larger ones, you're going to get about 12 large cream puffs. And the smaller ones you'll get between 15 and 20 depending on the size. I'm just using tablespoons and dropping them onto the pan. If you're looking for something a little bit fancier, you can put these into a pastry bag and pipe them on here so they're more uniform. I'm going to bake them in a preheated 400-degree oven for 25 to 35 minutes until they're golden brown and they sound hollow. The cream puffs are now done. They ended up taking about 40 minutes to cook. Today is a very hot and humid day, so I do think it affected the batter a little bit. But they puffed up really nicely, and they didn't stick to the pan. You can see the bottoms are nice and golden. So now I'm going to just let them cool, and then we'll make the custard filling and stuff them. To make a homemade custard filling for the cream puffs, I'm going to start with 3/4 cup of sugar, 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, and then 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to gently whisk this together real quick to get all those lumps of the sugar out of it, just like that. Now to that, I'm going to be adding 2 cups of milk. I'm going to be whisking this in, and you want to make sure this is completely dissolved. And now I'm going to start cooking it over medium heat until it starts boiling. The mixture is now just starting to boil, and I'm timing it for 1 minute. At this point, you want to make sure that you are constantly stirring it, otherwise the mixture will stick to the bottom of the pan. Okay, so there we have it. Our 1 minute is up. I'm going to turn off the heat, and now I have 4 egg yolks. Now you don't want to dump this directly into the mixture because then you'll have cooked eggs inside the mixture, which will make it very lumpy and it'll taste like scrambled eggs. So you don't want that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some of this mixture, not too much, and add it to the egg yolks. And this is pretty much just tempering the eggs so they get up to temperature without cooking. Okay, and you're going to want to stir the entire time. Oh, that looks beautiful. Scrape all that goodness right out into the pan. Okay, so now I'm going to return this return it to a boil. Just pretty much make sure that you've got those eggs all cooked. Okay, and that's boiling, so I'm just going to turn that off. And I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm just going to gently mix that in. And your custard's all done now. Before I can fill the cream puffs, this needs to cool down quite a bit. My custard has cooled down enough that I can stuff my cream puffs now. You can use your hands or use a fork or a knife, whatever is convenient for you, to just open these up. And if they're a little doughy inside, these are, to remove some of it and then put your filling in there. About like that. And replace the top. And then you'll sprinkle it with some powdered sugar. Over here, I have done a plate of them, and these are ready to be served. You can drizzle them with chocolate syrup if you would like. Thanks for watching.